phone free of gimmicks. After the disappointing G5 with its terrible modular design, the G6 is, well, refreshingly simple, maybe even too simple in some areas. Like Samsung, LG has stretched out the display and gone with a much taller panel so it can fit a larger, lovely, sharp, colourful and seriously bright. It's Quad HD and HDR enabled if you can find some compatible content, and it's great having such a large panel in a relatively easy to hold phone. The rest of the phone is a little bit more pedestrian though, and in some areas it does feel like LG hasn't done quite enough. While it's fast, the latest CPU from Qualcomm, the 835, that'll power the Samsung Galaxy S8 is missing, and instead the G6 has used last year's 821. This is a great chip, don't get me wrong, but when you're paying top dollar for a phone, you'd expect it to have the latest and greatest tucked inside. There's still 4GB of RAM, but the mere 32GB of internal storage does feel a little bit stingy when most seem to be switching to at least 64GB. At least there's an SD card slot. The battery life hasn't seen much. There are two cameras on the back, both packing 13MP sensors. One acts as your day-to-day sensor, while the other is wider and gives you almost that GoPro fisheye look. I love the variety of having both angles, and it's capable of taking really great shots if you have time to frame everything, but it's less reliable if you're just pulling it out of your pocket and shooting. I'm slightly annoyed LG seems to have released a version of the G6 in the UK that lacks some of the cooler features of its worldwide brothers. There's no wireless charging like on the American model, and the quad DAC for improved audio is restricted to Korea. Neither of these are vital, but they're both nice to have, and there doesn't seem to be a clear reason why they're not here. LG's back-to-basic approach has mostly paid off, and the G6 is a phone that ticks a lot of the boxes without really pushing anything forward. The screen and the design are great, and the camera is packed with features, but there are some strange decisions along the way, and that could ultimately be LG's downfall. Let us know what you think of the G6 in the comments.